I'm Jack Dunn, and I was there in the greatest first round game in the history of the Carabao Cup.
Rotherham host Morecambe in the first round of the EFL Cup tonight.
The recollection from that game that I've got is pretty clear, to be honest. It's something I do look back on every now and again, and sort of one of the pinnacles of my career. So as a kid coming through the ranks in the academy, I was training with world-class players like Gerrard, Suarez, Coutinho, Sturridge, like learning off them, seeing how they dedicated themselves and how they applied themselves obviously stuck with me. And when I went to Morecambe, that was just in the forefront of my mind, is I'm going to go and show everybody how good I actually am. And it was my second game for them, so big occasion, first round in a cup, coming up against a championship side, and we don't come against championship sides that often when you're in League Two, so it was sort of a chance to prove how good we actually were. Going into the game on the bench, I was just sat there and waiting for me moments, obviously, to come on and obviously showcase what I could have done.
Here's a chance, and there's the opening goal. Cole Stockton. Halford will step up to make it one apiece. It's Greg Halford, and that's ever so calm.
So I came on about 63rd minute, and within the first 5 minutes, I think it might have been one of my first few touches, I put the ball in the back of the net.
Ball into the box, and it comes loose. And Jack Dunn gobbles up the opportunity.
It was a perfect start to coming on, and it just gave me that relief, to push on then and start showing my ability.
Ball comes all the way through to Dunn. He could scarcely believe his luck.
I felt a little bit of relief when I scored because, like I said, I had sort of that reputation coming from a Liverpool academy. You've got the other players looking at you going, okay, he's come from a top level club, he must be good. But going on and making that immediate impact against the team of Rotherham's quality, being a championship side, just that sort of pushed me on then.
Just looking for space to shoot and finding it. It's so entertaining. Another chance for Rotherham, another goal for Rotherham. From 2-1 down to 3-2 up. This time it's Anthony Ford.
Yeah, so it was late on in the game, obviously flick on.
Header is flicked on.
I was sort of pushing on the edge, trying to stay on side as much as I can. That was me reacting to it.
Jack Dunn, who goes down in a heap, and the referee points to the spot.
In that last minute especially, it was something that I thought we deserved as well. I was no doubt in my mind I wanted to take it. I had that sort of confidence, and I think the other lads knew that, so that's why they let me take it in a sense. So I had to convert it as well.
The man on loan from Liverpool steps up, converts.
I think after the penalty, when it went to the extra time team talk,
referee blows the whistle for the end of the 90 minutes.
The majority of the team talk was like, obviously I'm the fresher player, get me the ball, and so I was like, okay, I'll drive us forward if need be. After that team talk, when we come out, I feel like we weren't going to lose. So yeah, here obviously we get the free kick and get it into the box, and I was hanging on the fringe of the defenders. Ball falls to me, get a strike on goal, deflects out to Kevin. He's in that, he's got that natural instinct, and he just ends up putting the ball in the back of the net.
The former Rotherham man gives Morecambe a 4-3 lead in extra time. Morecambe on course for an upset, and that's really clever. Slides the ball through, it's Jack Dunn. He's on a hat-trick, completes the hat-trick.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It sort of made me obligated to score. After he pulled that off, if I wouldn't have scored, no one would have been happy. So for him to actually do that, play a perfectly weighted ball, and I ran onto it and obviously hit the back of the net, it had to go in. They're the type of goals you see in the Premier League, like the build up to it, like that flick, you see Suarez is doing it, you don't see that often. So I just ended up running over to the fans and obviously, celebrating that goal with them, because it topped off for me a really proud moment, being my first professional hat-trick. And I had the travelling Morecambe fans singing my name for the first time as well, which was, for me, a really nice feeling, because I hadn't gotten that before. So it sort of topped off a really nice moment. It was Jack Dunn's on fire, your defence is terrified. So I was really buzzing about that.
And the full-time whistle goes. A quite astonishing first round of the EFL Cup. Finishes here, Rotherham 4, Morecambe 5.
I don't think it's sunk in until a couple of days after, what I'd actually done. My dad, who was in the stands as well, obviously getting to see me score my first professional hat-trick was a super proud moment for him. Obviously, he was someone who got me into football when I was as far as I can remember, and going through that journey with me, he lived it. So actually seeing me score my first professional hat-trick was one of his proudest moments as well as one of mine. So we both could just look back on, and we still talk about it to this day. Going back into the dressing room and obviously turning my phone on, seeing messages from the Liverpool coaching staff, me other teammates back at Liverpool, family members and friends who've obviously been watching the match. It was a super proud moment for myself, and I was taken back how much support I was actually getting, and how much interest was actually on me. So it was a really nice moment. I've scored my first professional hat-trick, which is a massive moment, but then to do it against the Championship side in a historical cup, it meant a lot to me, to be honest. But every time that Carabao Cup first round comes, it always brings back that good memory for me, So every time it comes round, I'm always interested to see who's getting who, and I look back on it and it's one of, like I said, a highlight in my career.